everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kira, and today I am bringing you another writing update. I decided a new thing I'm going to be doing on my channel, starting now, is I'm going to be doing monthly writing updates to give you guys kind of an idea of where I am in my projects, and also as an archive for me later on so I can see where I was on the journey of writing my books. And there's Milo's face. And also because I liked making them so much, when I was doing my updates about getting a physical copy of one of my books. So let's get into it. First, I'm going to go through all of my goals that I had writing-wise in the month of May and whether I completed them or not. And then I'm going to tell you what my writing goals are for the month of June. So here we go. First goal that I have written in my bullet journal is to begin Project Dragon edits, which I have done that. I am officially almost 3 chapters in editing. I can show you my little thing on my wall. I made these sticky notes on my wall. So I have 21 chapters in Project Dragon. There were 30, but I condensed a lot of them into each other. So those are the 2 that I have finished. I plan on at the very end going back through and reading it and doing like another quick pass over to make sure that everything is better than what it was the first time. And then these are all the chapters I have to go through. And then I also have the colors correspond with what act they're in, and then the little tallies are how many scenes are in each chapter. So that's how I'm keeping track of my Project Dragon edits. It's on the wall in my office. So then, next goal on my goals for May was to complete a beat sheet for Project Dragon, which I did. I wanted to go back through my first draft and plug everything into a beat sheet so I could make sure that I was kind of hitting all the beats, even though I didn't use a beat sheet when I outlined it the first time. And I did a pretty good job, so I'm quite proud of myself. The next thing on my thing of goals was to begin the beat sheet for PD2, which is what I reference the second book of Project Dragon as, because saying Project Dragon 2 is a mouthful. So PD2, book 2 in the trilogy that will be Project Dragon. I wanted to start the beat sheet. I need to finish the beat sheet, because that's another goal that's going to be coming up later. But I did start the beat sheet. I also have written about 10,000 words in that book already, so that's exciting. First goal that I didn't hit for the month was to finish my beat sheet for Project Werewolves. Project Werewolves has been a struggle for me, I guess you could say. I'm still writing the book. I wanted to finish it by the end of May. That didn't happen. My goal is to finish it by the end of June. I have to finish it by the end of June because I need to move on. I need to move on from this book. I need to start editing it, but it's taking me so much longer to write this one, and I think part of the problem is it's technically a second draft because I replotted it completely from a first draft that I had before. The characters' names have changed, the characters' ages have changed, the setting changed, circumstances changed. So many things changed that it was a complete rewrite. I think I used a total of maybe 10,000 words from the old draft, but I also had to completely rewrite those to have it fit what is happening in the story. And it's just taking a long-ass time to get to where I want. But I'm hoping that this means that then when I go back to reread it, that this draft will be a lot more cleaner, and then edits won't be as intense as what they are going to be for Project Dragon right now. So there's that. And then my last goal for May was to get a printed version of Project Dragon, and I did. I put a video up about this. I have 2 videos. I have one talking about how I'm going to be getting a printed version of my book, and then I have a video of me opening the package and getting my reaction of the book. And I can link those both up in the cards and in the description if you want to watch them. So this is Project Dragon, the printed book, if I can get it close enough. The cover came out a lot better than I thought it was going to because I just designed it on Canva. And then there's... You can't quite see my name because it's much lighter. And then on the back, I just put Oh, you can see the reflection of my TV. I put unedited proof and then draft 1 at the bottom. So I know that it's the first draft. So I went through and I read it all. There's a lot of red marks in here. I got distracted marking all of the words that are spelt wrong because I am a terrible speller, even though that wasn't the plan. This is first round of edits is basically almost a rewrite and a lot of developmental changes. I need to add a lot of things, move a lot of things around, hint at a lot of things earlier. It's missing a lot. It's probably more of a 0 draft than a first draft, so there's that. Now, moving on to my goals for June, because this is now effectively my Project Dragon notebook. This is a 3-subject notebook, a 5-star notebook I found in my stash of notebooks that didn't have anything written in it, so I thought, how perfect. I plan on this being a trilogy. And so then there's 3 areas. So the first area has all of my these are my overall notes for the book, and then I went chapter by chapter and wrote down my notes. So the first one is pretty much just all things first book related, edit notes, brainstorms, anything that I need to work out. And then the second part will be the second book. I haven't written anything in there today. I need to do some brainstorming, so that will start to be filled up. And then the third spot will be for the third book, which I plan on trying to kind of fill in brainstorms for the third book as I work on edits for the first book and plot the second book. So, and then I also got a notebook for Project Werewolves. It's blue. So far, I have my chapter breakdown by scene because I've been writing the scenes all separately, so they're like, my Scrivener is chunked up, so it'll say like opening scene, which is the first beat in the beat sheet, and then it has both of the things for each point of view. So like the setup beat has like a million documents underneath it because they're all separate scenes. So I've been going through and trying to chunk them up in the most logical way that would then make chapters, because I plan on getting a printed version of Project Werewolves in the end. So this is a work in progress. And then I also, I have it color-coded. Purple is Avery and green is Lucas because it's a dual point of view book. And then I have a chapter by chapter outline also written down in here, which I did that yesterday and it really hurt my hand because I am up to chapter 13. So there's that. Okay, now to my June goals. So first goal for June is I want to hit 20k words in PD2 because next month is the next round for Camp Nano and I want to write the bulk of PD2 in Camp Nano. Usually for camp, I set my goal as 30,000 words, which is very attainable for me to hit. I have hit it every time, so that's not going to be a problem for me, but I'm trying to hit 20k words this month, so that if I write 30k words, I'll at least have 50k of something. I don't expect it to be perfect, because I know I'm probably going to have to add things after I edit the first book. I just want to get like a baseline draft down of the second book and the third book, so then when I'm editing the first book, I can kind of like make sure whatever gets added in the first book and has to be a thread throughout all the books becomes a thing, and I'm not just like noting it down and then being like, remember this. I can actually like put it in there if I need to. So my goal is to get 20k words in PD2, which should be fairly easy. I got 30 days to write 10k words. That shouldn't be hard. I don't think. I've written more words in 30 days, so yeah, that should be doable. Second goal, which technically I could check this off, is to start draft 2 of PD, Project Dragon. I have a lot of abbreviations in my bullet journal, because if I didn't, there'd be a lot of things that are intensely written out that don't need to be. So, second goal is to start the second draft for Project Dragon. Technically, I've done that. I started editing it. I'm trying not to let it overtake me right now because my main goal, which is the next goal in my monthly goals, is to finish Project Werewolves, to finish this draft of Project Werewolves. And so I'm trying to work on Project Dragon, but it's not top priority. Project Werewolves is top priority. It is taking over everything as of right now. If I don't don't finish multiple chapters in a day on Project Dragon, it's not the end of the world, because I need to finish this second draft, whatever draft of Project Werewolves, because I want to set it aside and then read it in September. I kind of want it to be like an on and off thing. Like when I'm working on Project Dragon, Project Werewolves is like chilling on the side. And then when I have to set Project Dragon down to let it chill, I can work on Project Werewolves. So it's not like both of my main stories are just like chilling and resting, because if that happens, then I'm going to end up getting distracted and writing a whole new book and then forgetting about them. And I don't want that to happen. So my goal is to finish the draft of Project Werewolves by the end of this month. So then I can wait 2 months and read it. And then in that 2-month span, I can work on edits for Project Dragon. And then my fourth goal and my final goal for the month, try not to overwhelm myself, is just to finish my plotting of PD2. I am through Act 1, and that's pretty much what I've been writing all of. I've kind of been keeping myself just in Act 1, and then my goal is to do like Act 2 and 3 during Camp Nano. And so I have pretty much all of Act 1 peppered out. I probably could add some more things in there, but for the most part I got like the basis, and so I just need to get the basis down for the rest of the book, which then means I need to brainstorm some stuff to figure out what else needs to happen in the rest of the book. Because I know how the beginning is, and I know where they need to be at the end, but the middle is really fuzzy for me right now. And that's a problem, because I'm supposed to be writing it next month. And it can't be fuzzy, because then I don't write, because I'm not a pantser, I'm a plotter. What's the word? A plantser? That's what I am. I plot things, and then most of the time go off outline. So maybe I shouldn't even be a plotter. I can't pants things, because I was going back through Project Werewolves, and I was trying to pants names, and my main character, well, both of my main characters work in a diner, and there's this other waitress that is kind of like a character that pops up, and I named her one name and forgot that I named her one name, and then started leaving her name as blank in brackets, and then went back in and renamed her. So like I'm glad I caught it, because I would have been so confused when I went to go back through and write it. But then I started to make myself go from the beginning and write chronological order. Wow. Because I noticed a problem that I have is, since I let myself jump around to the extreme, I don't ever know when I put in like descriptions of characters and stuff, and I don't want it to be like every single scene these people are being described, because I didn't know when they were described the first time. And so then the characters never really get described because I'm so worried about it. So I had to go back through the beginning and rewrite some stuff, because some stuff also changed after I'd already written it. And that's when I found out that I had named this waitress Charlie, but then I had given her a different name, and I liked the other name more, so I had to change her name. So it's not Charlie anymore. There's that. I also, my antagonist, I completely changed him a couple times, and now I have it like set in stone on like what he is. So that's good. This kind of just turned into a ramble now. So yeah, that's my goals for the month of June. I will see you again for a writing update at the beginning of January, and then you will know how I did in the beginning of January and the beginning of July. Wow, my brain is all over the place. But I will see you again with a writing update at the beginning of July, so we can all see how well I did on these goals. Which, one of the things that I can definitely commend myself with is I am fairly good at hitting my monthly goals if I am honest with myself. If I'm not honest with myself, I can give myself some pretty lofty fucking goals and think I'm gonna hit them. But if I'm honest with myself and I know what I can actually hit as a person and what I mentally can do in a month, were solid, like you could tell with May. I only didn't hit one of my, like, 5 goals. So I'm gonna pat myself on the back and ignore the fact that I hurt my shoulder. I went and played tennis earlier this week, and I got sunburnt because I'm a big dummy and didn't put on sunscreen. So don't be like me, kids. Wear sunscreen. Yeah, okay, that's the end of this video. If you like videos like these, I think I have a playlist of them. If not, I'll make a playlist and I'll put at the end of this video so you can watch the rest of my writing updates. There's not a lot of them, but eventually there will be a lot of them. And if you liked me and this video, I don't have an intro down yet. Please give this video a thumbs up, and it tells me that you enjoy seeing these videos, and I will continue making them in the future, even though I might continue making them in the future just because I like making them. Also, if you enjoy me as a person, you should subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so you can get notified every time I post a new video. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!